on this dirt road that I have not hiked before. And I like to bring you along on my new hike, so check it out. The other day I explored this ridge of boulders here. I called it the Gargantuan boulders, so be sure to check out that video if you haven't already. And let us adjourn! Woo, it's a beautiful Monday, sunny, low 70s, perfect dreamy weather. Yes. So, what have I been up to? So, I have been working on my new Amazon KDP publishing business. I just published my first 2 journals. They're in the middle of, the review process. But my store on Amazon is NatureGlo's 𝐬𝐡𝐢𝐬. That's the name of my K-12 education online program. So, but I'm going to use that store for publishing nature-based books based on both my travels as well as science, nature, and where math, science, and art connect. So I'll be creating journals about that. And I'm starting off with low content books just to kind of, let me catch my breath. I'm starting off with low content books, and what that means is books that you don't have to write a lot of content for, like journals, diaries, sketchbooks, blank lined or no lined journals with minimum content. They're easy to create. Well, Amazon is not the easiest platform to publish to. They have a lot of rules. You have to really bone up and read very carefully through their terms and conditions, which I have done. I took months. You don't just jump into Amazon and start creating books. You have to bone up on their rules, their terms, their conditions, their regulations. They're very strict, and for good reason. There's millions and millions of people doing what I'm doing, and it's not easy to break in. It takes a lot of study of keywords, so I'm definitely not going to romanticize publishing on Amazon KDP. All that to say, check out my books on NatureGlo's 𝐬𝐡𝐢𝐬 on Amazon. They should be published within the next day or 2. And I have 2 books, and I'm going to be adding more every day for the next 7 days until I have to go to town and get my shingles shot, my second dose, my second and final dose, so I don't get the wretched shingles, because I'm right at the age where that can happen. I'm 50, so. And they offer, most insurances will cover the shingles shot. It's just not worth risking getting it. So, I never really liked vaccines. Here, let me walk and talk and show you the road that we're traveling here, that we're hiking together. Show you beautiful views. You could see that this forest was indeed ravished by fire, like so many forests. I don't think there's a forest untouched by fire in Inyo National Forest, which is where I am. The sun's in that direction too, so I'll point the camera at me. So, where was I? Shingles. Yeah, it's just not worth the risk of getting them. So, the first vaccine, I was telling you how I used to not believe in vaccines, but then I read up on them and decided I would do the COVID vaccine, and now I'm doing the shingles. It's called Shingrix, I think. The Shingrix vaccine, and it has like a 97% success rate, so I think it's good. My current insurance covers it. This would be a good camp. Yeah, looks like someone already camped here or used it as a pullout. but you get decent solar. You lose it around 3 o'clock though, because these trees would block some of the, the sun. But it's flattish. This is the kind of pullout I'm on right now, off of a lonely, lonely dirt road here in 𝐬𝐻𝐻 National Forest. But I love it. I love being alone too, because it allows me to really hunker down and focus on just, my work and self-care and no distractions. I work best that way, even though I so deeply want to be in community again. Community, I admit, I love community, and it can be very draining. So, like anything in life, you just need to take time for oneself and get away, recharge, and then re-enter when one is charged. So that's pretty much my strategy with community is, I'll go long periods by myself like this. I think this is I'm going into my 5th month of being on the road. And, I just start getting, I don't feel lonely because, I've been in a relationship for the past year, almost a year and a half. So I didn't really get a chance to get lonely, even though he works. So this has been really good for me. Ooh, is there a tree down over the road? Look at that. No, it looks like someone sawed through the tree, and yeah. Cool. So we can keep it going. Well, we could have always gone around because we're on foot. So yeah, some person had a saw with them, or maybe Forest Service came in to saw into this tree so people could pass through safely. There was another lonely road. Well, the lonely road that I am camped off of, there's literally a tree over the road. And I think I showed that in one of my videos recently. And people made a path around it, around these 2 skinny trees. But I don't think every vehicle can squeeze around those 2 trees. I wouldn't try it, I think, in the evergreen. And besides, that road gets really soft in places, and I'd be scared of getting stuck. So, but there's been someone passing me every morning for the past 4 mornings, and they seem to get through, and they've got a Subaru. It's pretty long. So, check out this adorable baby tree along the road. So cute. Good morning, tree. You're so cute. You're so cute. Wahoo! Unfortunately, this tree literally got burned into the ground. Oh, look, there's a deer in the distance. Can you see? It's watching us. I don't know if this phone will show you. It's right there. It's a young deer, probably 3-4 years old, maybe 5. I don't know. And I saw hunters passing this morning. Hide, little feller, hide. Don't let them get you, sweetheart. It's a beautiful deer. It's still frozen looking at us. I don't know if you can see that. I guess I'll have to look later on the video. But it's still frozen, standing there looking at us. Hi, beautiful. Wow, it's got a really chunky chest. And, well, they're probably eating really well this summer since the Eastern Sierra and the 𝐬𝐻𝐻, the White Mountains, aka the White Mountains, have had a very wet winter and summer. Winter, spring, and summer. Now we're entering fall, and we haven't had rain in about a week. Because when I got to my camp off of the lonely road that I'm camped off of, we had rain for 3 days, I think it was. No, it was the other camp I was at. Actually, there hasn't been any rain at this camp, and I've been here a week. So we'll see if we get some rain this fall. But there's the deer still staring. Hopefully you can see it. Hi, honey. Yesterday I fasted all day. I try to do intermittent fasting once a week, and it helps keep me trim. I've lost about 10 pounds, I think, since I've been alone on the road the last 5 months. So, and I'm feeling better. I was probably the heaviest I'd ever been in my whole life when I was with my partner. I don't know, when I'm with people, I just love to eat. I love to eat well. There's just something pre-wired in us, in the Homo sapiens, when you get together with people, you want to cook really good food and you want to eat. Yum, 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 yum. So when I'm by myself, my main focus is self-care and work. That's it. And I'm just not really that hungry for some reason, unless I'm around people. Is that odd? Okay, here we are hiking along this gorgeous and beautiful road. So what's going to happen, my upcoming travels, is I will be meandering my way down south with the weather. So basically I just follow, the 70-degree weather down south, because probably in about a week or two, the nights here are going to get really cold, like in the 20s. I can handle down into the 30s, but once it starts getting into the 20s and teens, I just don't even want to get out of bed in the morning because it's just so cold. But I finally figured out a way how to keep my feet really warm. That's like been my biggest issue, and I don't know why I didn't do this before, but having a thin layer of sock. First have a thin sock, and then put over another sock, and then as it gets colder and colder, put on, like, layer on the socks. And wool is really helpful, to have a thin woolen layer close to your skin. So I think what I used to do is I would have like a thick long sock, and then I'd put a big bulky sock, and my feet still were like kind of, so yeah. So just layers, starting with the thinnest of thin layers. And probably what I could do is have a super thin cotton sock and then put a super thin woolen sock over top of that. And then, wow, I'm really enjoying talking to you today. I hope you're still watching. Stay with me. Look at this road. Aren't you enjoying this beautiful hike and scenery? As I tell you about how I keep my feet warm without heat in the colder when it's cold. And then I put on a slipper shoe, and I just live in that for the duration of the colder months. So, okay, so here we are, hiking, hiking, hiking. So I have no idea where this road goes. I'll probably hike it for a few miles and then just turn around and go back. But, just refreshing here. Well, that's a beautiful tree. Look at this one. It got definitely burned so badly that it just cannot come back to life. That's sad. It's interesting how so many trees do survive the fire. And these are like, I don't know, Douglas pine, loblolly pine. I don't know. They're pine trees, okay? Some of them survive, some of them do not. It's like 50-50. Let's see another dead tree over there behind the living ones. The plane in the sky. It's just a glorious day to be alive and to manifest your dreams. What is it that you want to be doing in life? Do you wish you were out here too? Hiking, camping, full time? You know, it's a process to get here. It took me many years to manifest the life that I wanted. And, you know, it's not perfect right now, but my path is getting clearer. But and yours will too. You know, if you just focus on what you want, not allow those negative thoughts to tear it down, because we do get in our own way. You know, I've been in my own way with business. You know, it's taken me, this is my 6th year of working on my business. And, but I'm going to keep at it. You know, I'm going to stand or fall with my business. This is what I have. I've already tried working in the real world, and it doesn't work for me, as it does for many people. That's why there's so many people homeless. You know, the bullying that goes on in workplaces, the unfairness. You know, it's very rare to work for somebody that is truly righteous and does well by their own people. Usually they just think about themselves first, and the people are the peons. I'm sorry, I can't do that anymore. I won't. So I'm going to stand or fall with my business. It will rise, given time. Oop, somebody's coming through on the road, so I'm going to walk over here and get off the road so I don't get dusted. I just saw some hunters earlier. So there were some hunters, and I saw them, they saw me, I waved, they waved, but boy, they looked like they were all about business. So whatever, man. I mean, we do have natural predators here. We do have mountain lions that eat deer. But, you know, Forest Service has it in place that humans can hunt too. And we are, by nature, hunter-gatherers, even before modern civilization took over. The Industrial Revolution. I'm just waiting for them to find their direction. Woo! Look at this. Oh, I'm just loving this so much. This is the best. Okay, I want to do a shout out for Cornelius Van Gogh. Woohoo! I don't know if they're watching my channel. Probably not. Who knows? Whatever. They are busy living their lives. They are an incredible individual. They started the Slab City Library, I don't know, like 8 or so years ago. And now they are traveling, living out of their car and their backpack. Check out their channel, Cornelius Van Gogh. They are an extraordinary individual, and they have inspired me to consider, you know, just really living free. You know, if you think I've been living free, not really. Very few people escape society to live their true selves. And I aim to do that. And I will share more about that in the future. And this channel will unfold with that. But check out Cornelius Van Gogh's channel. Watch them as they backpack around the country. And, you know, there's a lot that can be learned from them. They're a young person, non-binary. They are they, them. Please don't make the mistake of not calling them they, them. It's very important that we don't misgender people. In fact, you can call me they, them. I feel strongly, I don't really feel male or female, to be honest. Okay, but I am comfortable with she, her. I am non-binary with a feminine, with a female twist, I guess you could say. So I am comfortable with she, her, they, them. So, and I know the non-binary community certainly would remember to call me they, them. And I think it's a privilege and honor to be, to not be misgendered, to be gendered according to what one feels. And what this means is asking people what their pronouns are. I know that our society is strongly binary. Why is society so married to black and white? Male, female. No, there are more than two genders, folks. There are, people that have a mix of hormones in such a way that they don't feel male or female, or maybe they're in a body that looks more female but their brains are masculine, or they are in a male body and their brain is female, So let's just take a moment to think about this and consider, our culture has it wrong. Sorry. The way the mainstream culture embraces sexuality, and then people do things in secret, as though it's wrong. It's not. Human sexuality is a spectrum. Gender is a spectrum. We are a rainbow race, whether we want to believe it or not. So there's that rant. Check out Cornelius Van Gogh's channel. Woohoo! And let's get back to our hike. Wahoo! So yeah, I'm heading back. I don't know, there's hunters riding around. It makes me a bit nervous. I know there are rules around shooting guns and stuff, but I'm only going to be here for another week, and then hunting season is going to be full on. And then I'm probably going to drop down to the hot springs. There's a big area where there's hot springs. So it'll be warmer there than here. It's about 5 to 8 degrees warmer on any given day. And there's no trees, so I will get solar sooner in the day to get my butt out of bed and get moving for the day. So, all right, folks, consider joining my Ko-fi community, link in the description and or in my about page. So there are membership tiers where you can support this channel. Please help support this channel. I need gas to get to these places. I need money to keep the van running, obviously. But that's the main things. So consider helping us out. Check out the Ko-fi community link. And I hope to see you on the inside there. Make sure you hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons. Hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Wahoo!